We look at detail tools. I'm going to start right back here in the center and kind of spruce up this flower center some. So I'm going to come with my bevel on the edge of these petals and just touch those up where those come into that center at. So that kind of just crisps things up, sharpens that up a little bit. Next thing we'll do is bring that flower center back. I'm going to kind of feel and line those seeds back up and crisp those up as well. We got a nice clean flower center in there. Rolling through these other detail tools, there's a couple of these we'll only use in a few spots. So this one here is a cedar. That little tiny tool in there. It's a BW14 if you have this set and you're looking for that tool. I'm going to come right there in that flower stem. So the one coming right out of the bottom of the flower, where that little line comes in, right at the base of that, we'll put that seed in there. Then we're going to come with the mule's foot. The little tool looks like a V. We're going to come right below that seed that we put in there with the open side of that V'd up like it's holding the seed. Right like that. And now I'm going to rotate and fade as I come around here with this tool and step it down. So see, I rotate around, follow the curve of that vine around, but then staggered off and really lightened up as I was hitting that. With that same mule's foot tool, I'm going to come around on these little fold over acanthus leaves there, and where that inside sticker vine meets the main body of that, right at the base of that, we're going to come in and put that mule's foot. It's helping to create a little wrinkle there, and just stagger in a couple more of those right below that. Have the opportunity to do that again one more time down here at the bottom. And just adds that little extra something around there, little detail to it. Next tool is, it's called a veiner. It's kind of a little bit of a curved half round tool. These are going to come in different sizes and little different curves, but this is the one that comes in the beginner's kit that we offer. Now going back to that main flower stem, that short line on the inside, I'm going to come to there and keep that curve going down. I'm going to tip that out to the side and just put a few little marks on there. Again, that tool's really tipped with the dark impression out on that edge, and then it fades up off of there. Now coming on the inside here, I'm going to do the same thing, but just mirroring those to the inside. And I lighten up and fade off as I move down that stem a little ways. That just really helps stand that apart as the flower stem and not just another vine in here. Now, same tool in hand, we're going to come around the outside of these two big swirls that we have in here. I'm going to tip that tool again and watch the angle that the impression's making. And I want that to rotate around as we move around this vine. The impression should be aiming towards the center of this here. So I start real light down here. Want to be consistent with my spacing. Now it comes underneath the border, so I'm really just hitting light, like you're just seeing the edge of it. As we start coming out of there, I'm rotating this around still, but I'm hitting that edge down harder. And I'll start fading back off as we get down here to the end. All right, so we have one more of these up here. Again, watching that, where that's pointing as it rotates around, hitting real light to start with. It gets a little darker, so I'm hitting a little harder and a little bit flatter, so those lines are coming in some, and then fading back out at the end. We'll do that again right up here. Starting really light. Hitting down a little harder and a little flatter to get more of that impression as I come around that outside edge of the curve. And then really lighten back off as it rotates around there. This same tool here, I'm going to come in right below on these seed pods. I'm going to tip this tool back away from me so it's just hitting the rounded part of here, and real lightly we're adding just a little bit of texture to those pods.